Hi, welcome back to another hour with Crowder with me, your host, Crowder. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you're already a subscriber, go ahead and ding the bell so that you can get all of my latest podcast interviews. Today, we got another good-ass guest, Demarcus Bailey, screenwriter and director of Love and Drugs 2.
How you doing? I'm so glad to be on.
I'm happy to have you on. I almost did not get you once again. Once again, it was like that with all of my guests, man. Like the crazy stuff that happened last week, everything that was just crazy. Yeah, it was. But I'm glad to have you on. And for the audience, of course, I don't personally know you, but I've stalked you a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. So I kind of know what you're doing. I see that Love and Drugs sold out for 2 shows. You got another show going on in
Shreveport.
In Shreveport? Cool. Well, tell the audience a little bit about what you do, what the play is, and, you know, just anything that you want the audience to know.
Well, I'm Demarcus Bailey, originally from Tyler, Texas. Just moved here to Dallas.
Yep.
All right. Just moved here to Dallas about a year ago.
Where are you from?
From Tyler. Tyler, Texas, yeah. I'm a writer, director. I've been doing plays since for about 10 years. And then I just transitioned to movies. We did Love and Drugs 1, and it was a huge success. We were just doing something when we did Love and Drugs. Just decided I had a little money in my pocket, and I want to do a movie. So we did the movie, and it just took off. And the distribution company came to me and said, "We want you to do Love and Drugs 2." So we did it, and hopefully, you know, it gives us the same thing as Love and Drugs 1. Love and Drugs 1 all over the country, you know, did incredible numbers. The distribution company was saying it was the fastest growing movie in the history of the company. It did the most numbers, the quickest, the best numbers, the quickest in the history of the company, man. And it's to know that, you know, that was my first movie I ever done. Basically didn't know what I was doing. Just doing something, you know.
When you say you didn't know what you was doing, so you didn't go to school,
No.
you didn't go to director school or anything like that. Just kind of just a natural instinct hunch of just doing
it.
Do you think that came from you watching so many movies? Pretty much, what are you into?
You know what? My mom, when I was growing up, I used to watch the Martin Show. Like I couldn't sleep without it. I didn't know that, you know.
Love and drugs, shows and drugs.
I couldn't go to sleep without it, you know, and I didn't know that that I was, you know, getting prepared. You know, my mom was really getting prepared to write. You know, none of those things come to my head so quick. You know, things that happen in life, or things that go on. Man, I can just naturally just think of it and then write it down, and it seems like it's easy to me. You know, people say that it's hard, but it's so easy to me to do, because I guess I'm just naturally gifted, I guess, you know. So when we were just doing, you know, I just wrote a movie, that's it, and hired some people to help me direct. A guy by the name of Snoop Robinson came in and really taught me everything that I really know about movies and directing, and it came out great. Yeah. And
like I said, that you sold out just last week and the week before that, to the point where you had to put another show in. Is that Dallas show already up and done?
We did a Dallas show on the 22nd of August, and we had it at a show in a place in Mesquite, sold it out. So I had to move it to a bigger venue, to a place, T-Ball. We moved to T-Ball. Yeah. And man, if it wasn't for the pandemic, we would have sold that one out too. We had like 600 or 700 people there.
I was about to get ready to ask about that. With the whole pandemic thing going on, how are y'all doing the shows?
We you know, they tell us, you know, you can only get so many people in. We can only do 50%. But, you know, when we did Love and Drugs here in Dallas, we went over that. You know, we just did it. You know, people kept coming in, and I ain't turning nothing away. You know, I don't believe in turning money away.
Yeah, so turn that damn money down, man.
I don't do that. So we did it, you know, and people kept coming. And so many people are anticipating this movie because of the success of Love and Drugs 1. You know, people all across the country, man, they ready for it. They want the guy who's the lead actor Corey Espy, man, he have people all over the world hitting him up, asking him if they're Morris Chestnut or they in love with him. I'm like, God, Corey Espy?
It's that gangster persona.
Yeah, you know.
People love a gangster. Girls love gangsters.
You're right. I'm like,
the girls want to date them. The guys want to be them.
You're right. Absolutely. You know, you're right, too.
That's what it is. Right. That's why everybody loves ghosts.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
For power.
Yeah. So, you know, everybody's ready for it. The distribution company is ready. It's going to release across the world in December. So we just doing like a little promo tour. We're going to Shreveport on the September. We're going to be in Tyler, my hometown, September 27th. Then we'll be in Shreveport October the 14th. And then we'll be in Atlanta. We'll be in Houston October 27th. Then we'll be in Atlanta November 14th.
So do people from your hometown look at you like, oh my God, this kid that was just bagging groceries right. is now a big time screenplay writer?
You know, it's tough because you know, it's like the Bible even say, you know, it's hard to be successful in your own town. You know, they don't I haven't made it there yet, so they don't look at me like that yet. You know, they just look at me as they call me Demo back home.
Yeah.
They look at me as Demo doing something, you know. So it ain't really hit them yet that, you know, we're really doing something, you know. So maybe one day it will.
It's crazy that you say that because I just contemplated, God, maybe I should move to Houston because right. I'm getting like impatient with the subscribers and right. You know, I put out 12 and this will be my 13. Like, I don't got that many subscribers. Like, right. why nobody ain't? But it's that thing that you're talking about that people from your hometown don't really look at you as making a movement and actually doing something. They just say, oh, that's just that person that right. I know that's doing that thing. Right. And, you know, I just feel like that's very sketchy. Like, I always feel like, why do people that like California or like if you're from Dallas, then you leave and go to California, you'd be like, oh, that dude sold out right. and he didn't sell out. You guys just didn't support him. So he left. Right. And now he has strangers that support him and he's never going to come back to his hometown.
Never going to come back home. Yeah.
So it's crazy that you said that and then you're from Tyler and you moved to Dallas and now it's just like a big hit. Now you go back there and you're still just like, oh, well. And I think that that's crazy that like you're going to go there and now the people in Tyler are going to see that like it's something. I'm right. rolling
right.
like
right.
But I did want to ask you a question about and you actually asked this on your post online about directors and the clout that y'all get. Okay, and I want to ask, do you ever get mad that directors don't get the same amount of clout that the actors do?
Yeah, you know, because to be honest, if it wasn't for us, you know, well, I used to until I sat back and I thought about why I was doing it. You know, I don't like to be in the forefront anyway, really, to be honest. I don't
Never act?
No.
You don't want to?
No. I don't even like talking. I don't like doing none of that.
Got him on my show, people.
Right.
He doesn't like talking.
I hate talking. You know, and that's why I put a guy, one of my best friends, Corey Espy, because he really resembles me. You know, I let him be me. You know, the person that I want to be in the front and on stage, or the person that I would be. I let him do that because, you know, that's what he does, and I don't want to be seen. But to say that actors get more clout than directors, it hurts sometimes because, you know, without the directors, it wouldn't be no actor. You know, I mean, if you wasn't writing something, they wouldn't have nothing to act to. But you still have to look at why you're doing it, and your time will come. You know, at the end of the day, those people are special. The people that like to be behind the scenes, and those people who don't like to be seen. That's where the money at. You know, that's where the most money is at. The people who not being seen. You know, so it's all right.
You know what I feel like directing is? And screenplay writing. I feel like you guys are the ghost writers in the industry. You know, you got the ghost writers. I mean, Drake, he had Q and he had The Weeknd. Right. And, you know, you have that. And you just got through saying it yourself that I picked someone because that's who I want to be.
Right.
So they're portraying what I want to be. Right. The same as in the music industry. Absolutely. When you write a fire-ass song and then you get the person that's the personality of that or the face of that.
Right.
That's basically what screenwriting is. And I, to be honest, I would feel like That's me,
That's
nigga.
me. That's me. Right, yeah.
That's me, nigga.
Yeah.
And you guys are praising him.
Right.
And I wrote that script.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest. Nobody sits at the back at the end of the movie except for like movie bluffs like yourself.
Right.
You're probably one of them that sits back and be like, who wrote this?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, except for movie bluffs that sit back and watch the credits and everything. By the third credit, I'm gone. I'm picking up my book bag full of snacks that I snuck in the movies, and me and my girl were gone. Yeah. But people like you sit back, you see who it is, and it really would bother me that I'm the one who wrote those damn lines. I'm the one who had him played that scene back that y'all love so much 3 times.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, what's your favorite line from a movie? Mine is like, the Friday. You ain't doing nothing. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to do. You might as well smoke some weed. Yeah. We don't know who wrote that, and we don't know because we all left before the credits even started rolling.
We know Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. That's it.
Exactly. That's it. So it would hurt me a little bit to know, like, everybody's praising this person and nobody knows me. But you know what? You correct with the whole thing about those are the ones who make the most money.
Right.
Because nobody knows who the fashion designer is.
Right.
But they make the most money. It's not the models that's wearing their clothes or the rappers.
Absolutely.
It's the person behind the scenes who's the off-white, the guy that designs all white. I think his name is Virgil.
Really?
Yeah, I think his name's Virgil, and he designs off white, and I think it's underneath Versace or something like that. Yeah, I think they're a sub division of Versace or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is. But exactly, just how you saying I don't know.
Right.
That's what fashion designers are. We don't know them, but we love rocking their clothes. Absolutely. We don't know who the director is, but we love watching Friday.
Absolutely, you're right. Absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, and really low key, the only person that does get clout for writing their plays, Tyler Perry. Yeah. But why? Because he plays in his movies. He plays in his movies.
Right. Yeah. If it wasn't for Madea, we wouldn't know who Tyler Perry was.
Yeah, we wouldn't fucking know who that damn man is. We'd only know that big lady on screen. And that's ghetto and country.
People are really in love with. They fell in love with Madea, and Tyler Perry just picked up off of it.
Do you feel like he started like dressing in regular clothes because he was like, damn, these niggas really thinking I'm a woman. These niggas crazy. Really out here thinking that I'm a woman. Let me dress in some man clothes. Now I'm really Tyler Perry underneath these titties and this dress, this moo-moo dress. Yeah. I think that is the only one that that gets the clout that he deserves.
Right.
Do you think that he's opened up the field for people to start paying attention to the directors?
I feel like he's opening it up for a lot of blacks, for a lot of our people. You know,
you can say it, blacks people, African Americans. We in here.
They're looking at us now because so many people Hollywood passed up on Tyler because they didn't want to let him be him. So you get BET picked on network. BET picked him up.
That's owned by like a white man now.
Yeah. So now Hollywood is looking for that next Tyler Perry, you know, and so that's giving us the chance to, be something special in Hollywood.
I heard that studio is like the Paramount and Walt Disney combined.
Yes. Tyler Perry Studio. I've never been, but I want to go.
I want to go too. Yeah. That's like a piece of history right there. Right. First black studio. Everybody, non-binary, gays, whatever, you all can come in there. Just anybody black. He really opening up the black Hollywood, and then he puts it in Atlanta.
Right.
Atlanta, the true black Hollywood.
Absolutely. Right.
Are you planning on doing anything out there?
Yeah, we're going to Atlanta on November 14th. We're doing a showing of the movie in November. I might pull up on Tyler Perry in the studio. I'm not going to see him, but I wouldn't mind going to the studio.
You should, because who really inspires you?
Man, my grandfather inspired me. Now, when I was growing up, he raised me. He was a preacher. He raised me, and before I was getting in trouble a lot when I was growing up. Like, he was really saving me.
I mean, what was you into for him to be saving you?
I was into everything, whatever. I was doing it.
Fights. You're a big guy.
I never
just pop. You're a big guy. That's why you didn't have no damn fights.
I never been in a fight like that. I've always been a goofy person, but we were robbing people.
Okay, that's not goofy. You went straight from I'm a goofy person when we were robbing people.
Yeah, me and my partners used to rob people. We used to rob a piece of man. We used to kicking doors. We were doing all that. And my grandfather, I went to jail one time. I went to jail for something that we did. Something really wasn't something that I did. Me and my friends was together, and I just happened not to be there this time when they did it. But the evidence was in my car. And I got arrested for it. And my bond was high, and my grandfather was a preacher at the time, and he put the church up to get me out.
Ooh. Yeah. You got to do right from there.
You can't
just be putting that damn church.
I was done. After that, 'cause my grandfather, he would do stuff like he wouldn't whoop me. He would do something like my grandfather, my best friend, hands down ever. It ain't nobody topping my grandfather. He would do stuff like call me Mark. Say, Mark, I'm sorry. Like, what you mean? I'm sorry that I failed you as a father. Like, come on, man, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Don't you hate when parents do that? Just try to pull in that sympathy card.
I'm sorry I failed you as a father, man. I'm sorry that I didn't teach you the way to do right. Like, come on, man. You were perfect. It was me. It's all me. So he ended up dying. My grandfather died right when I was changing my life over, and I felt that he never got a chance to see me do anything great. I didn't graduate high school on time, nothing. He didn't get to make it to me. When I did graduate, he didn't get to make it. He was sick. And so I dedicated everything that I've done to him. I call my company J.L. Bailey Production because that's his name, James Fennell Bailey. So everything that I do is a dedication to him, for just being that person to me, to teach me integrity and teach me, to be a man of my word, to be solid, to be loyal. 'Cause that's what he was to me. So he's really my inspiration as far as life. As far as writing movies, I would say somebody like John Singleton.
What did he write?
He did Boys in the Hood.
Okay, cool. There we go. We're cooking right there. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, John Singleton did Boys. He did. He didn't do Men's Society, but he did Higher Learning.
I like that movie too.
Yeah, he did those type of movies, and I never wanted to be tall. I want to be Singletary.
Thank you. I'm glad that you segued right into my damn question. Yeah. The comparison in the industry, in this entertainment industry, does it ever bother you when someone compares you to someone?
I don't compare me. Like you the Tyler Perry of. They used to say I'm Tyler Perry Tyler. Now people say you the Tyler Perry Dallas. No, I'm not. I'm Demarcus Bailey of Demarcus Bailey. That's it.
Demarcus Bailey of Tyler.
No, that's it. I don't want to be Tyler Perry. That's not. I'm not putting no dress on, and I'm not. I'm just not. That's just not who I am. I want to be me. I want to tell my story. That's it. I don't want to tell nobody else's story but me.
So does drugs and love too shine on a little bit of what you were doing?
The thing about it is this: I've never ever been a drug dealer. I've done a lot of stuff. Drugs never done. Never been that type of dude who sold drugs. But I'm infatuated with it. I'm infatuated with the respect that they get, drug dealers get. And I've always been a sucker for love stories. So I just put those two things together and came up with Love and Drugs. I bet people would love to hear a story about love and drugs. The stuff that I get from, the drug part of the movie. Actually, the drugs is part of that 10% of the movie. It's a love story. We just use the drugs to reel the people in. Because people, they're not going to come and say love and marriage or love and blah, blah, blah. You say love and drugs, they want to see that. They want to know what you're talking about. So the little drug stuff I do come up with, I got friends that I ask, how this go? Like, how do they say this? Is it keys or is it bricks? What is it? And they tell me, so it won't sound corny or so it won't sound goofy or nothing. They tell me what to say or how things really go. But no, I ain't never been a drug dealer, ever.
See, the problem with comparison that I feel is that it takes away from what you're doing.
Right.
A lot of people, when I started this thing off, they're like, oh, you want to be like
right.
Ellen DeGeneres. You're
Right.
going to be the new black Ellen DeGeneres.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I just want to be Shakoya Crowder.
Right, absolutely.
That's it.
Right.
You know, I want to do my own thing. And you're really low-key blackballing me because you're saying that I'm not great by myself.
Oh, man,
I have to be, I have to be someone higher than what I am to be equivalent to where this industry is.
Right.
I can't just be me. I have to act and be like someone else.
That's right, though.
So, and it really,
like
yes, it's definitely an insult. And it's an insult to not only you, but it's an insult to the person that you're comparing me to too.
Right.
Because now that they're at this level, now everybody that is doing something that I'm doing, they have to be like me.
Right.
Why can't they just be them and I'm in my own lane and they're on their own lane and we merge together? If we merge together, that's cool, whatever. But we're our own two individual people.
I definitely get it. You're right.
It's very insulting.
Right.
And next time somebody should do that, you're a big guy, you're tall, you just punch him right in the face and say, I'm Demarcus Bailey, nigga. Just punch him right in the face. Get your character to punch him so you can keep writing them down plays.
He will, though, if I ask him to.
Yeah, but what was the process in picking the actors that you have in your movie?
When I actually look, I write for people. Like I can find a person who's never acted before and write something that they are naturally doing and make them like a star, because it's not acting when you're doing when you're being who you are. It's a guy in my film. His name is Jay. He's call him BG back home. He went to the penitentiary. Goofy, real cool guy, real cool, down to earth dude. Never acted a day in his life, and he's probably one of the best ones in the movie. Because I gave him a role that's tailor made just for him, and I do that a lot with people. You know, I study people and I watch people and I watch their mannerisms, and I can write specifically for them. You know, so when they come on set, it ain't acting. They ain't gotta turn nothing. They ain't gotta turn into somebody they ain't. They just be themselves, and it looks so natural on film because they actually are being who they are. You know, and so that's what I do. I really don't even. I have an audition for like little small roles, but those big roles I write for the people.
Who would I be?
I had to study you. I could definitely do it though.
So, as a director and a screenwriter, we all know the whole thing that went down with Harvey Weinstein and things like that. How do you feel about the Me Too movement? Do you think that it's some of those women, or?
I'll tell you, I ain't got no sympathy for a rapist. I ain't got not an inch of sympathy for a rapist or a child molester or nothing like that. I mean, you really couldn't.
You're really dirt at that point.
You're right. You on the like that's the lowest you can get to me. Rapist, child molester, wife beater, and being racist. Those are the worst people in the world to me. But I also think that some people do put themselves in a situation to get bigger. So let's say the Bill Cosby thing. Those women, I feel like those women. Don't get me wrong. Bill was wrong. Bill was wrong for what he did. But I feel like some of those women put themselves in that situation. Because 2 o'clock in the morning, you come up to a dude room, you know what time it is.
You know what fucking time it is.
You know what I mean? Come on now.
And then it's the fucking 80s.
Right? Yeah. You knew what.
Dude, I'm really glad that you said that, because a lot of people, and I'm a woman myself.
Right.
I understand, but a lot of those women are acting like they didn't know what time it was.
Right.
And you acting like it wasn't the 80s where Quaaludes was a thing and ecstasy and all of that stuff wasn't a thing.
Right.
And second of all, you was a grown-ass lady.
Right. Right.
So you went into a guy's room knowing who he was, what he's there for, his wife.
Right.
You already know what time it was.
What time it was. So now
and like me and you were both saying, we're both not excusing his behavior.
Right.
Because people like to take things a different way.
Right.
So we are not for what he did.
Right.
But we're not placing all of the blame solely on him.
Right.
You put yourself in a situation that you knew wasn't safe.
Right.
I'm not going to go out in North Dallas where the trap boys and everything is with $100 in my pocket and all ones and think I'm going to be safe.
Right. Absolutely.
That's basically what they did.
Absolutely.
They had money in their back pocket showing.
Uh-huh. Right. To a place where that's what they do. It's just like the R. Kelly situation, man. When they, I feel like those parents pimped those kids out.
They did.
Pimped those kids out to a predator. R. Kelly's a monster. I mean, he's a predator. He's a monster.
He was married to Aaliyah at 14.
I mean, R. Kelly is like
what the fuck was her parents?
Pimping her. I feel like they all should be, from the parents to the people who are watching them. Everybody should be up under jail. You know, I just don't have no sympathy for those people. But money is people do anything for money. You know, not me.
It truly is the root of all evil.
It is.
And I'm glad that you said that. Let me circle back around into the first question. I seen on your post that you're not really a big fan of P-Valley, but you have no interest in it because of the integrity of the writing and the script writing about a straight man playing a gay character.
This is the thing. Don't get me wrong. I used to, like, when I was. I'll say that, and I'm gonna tell my little testimony in a minute. But I used to have a huge problem with homosexuals. I used to have a huge problem, but I don't no more. Like, I'm cool with him. One of my closest friends in Dallas is really he's homosexual, and we close. You know, we enjoy each other. We cool, but I don't like the. Why you gotta? Me personally, I just don't want to see. I don't want to see him walking around with girl clothes on. And then I got a son. You know, I got a son.
How old your son?
My son's 10.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a very impressionable age. Then you got P-Valley all over there. It's going to entice him to want to see what is everybody saying.
Right. Because when I was young, I was like, I just made a post about it, actually. When I was in third grade. I got molested by my neighbors, next door neighbors. I didn't know no better, you know, so I thought that was the right thing to do. And I didn't know that shit was wrong and they was taking advantage of me and they was monsters. I didn't know that. I thought that was the right thing to do. And when I got older, I found out that was wrong, and I started turning me to a monster.
Yeah, harvesting hate.
Yeah,
for everyone that didn't have anything to do with it.
Right. That's the reason why I didn't like gay people, because I felt like a gay person took my innocence away from me. Took the potential that I thought I had. I thought they took that away from me because I was trying to find my real self. I was proving to myself that, you're not gay. So I'm humping anything walking. Any female walking, I'm trying to get it. No, not even paying attention to what I wanted to do, like play basketball, sing, write. I didn't care for none of that. I was trying to hump anything moving because
proving your manhood.
Proving my manhood. I want my son to go through that. You know what I mean? The mistakes that I made growing up, I'm not going to allow my son to do that. That's the reason why I don't want him seeing that, because he's not old enough to distinguish what's right and what's wrong. I'm not saying that it's wrong with being a homosexual. I'm not saying that, because anybody can be whoever they want to be. You can be whoever you want to be, but I don't want him thinking that it's okay for him to walk around with heels on, and I feel like I don't want to raise my son like that. That's
you're a father.
Right.
No father wants that for their son. They want their sons to go out and procreate. Right. They want their son to come home with a hot smoking ass wife. They want their son to be a man, and I get that, because me as a gay woman, and if I had kids, whether they was a girl or a boy, I would want her to come home with a handsome ass husband and have grandkids for me, and the same for my little boy if I had him. I'm not saying like you, and I think I have more leeway to say this because I'm gay, and of course I'll get put on a cross later on, whatever. But like I said, there's a lot of things in the LGBT community that I don't subscribe to, and one of those things is displaying whether it's sexuality on the screen, because who's watching TV?
Kids.
Who's watching TV? Kids are watching TV.
Right.
And when you display this type of behavior on TV, it entices them because their minds are like sponges and they don't know the difference. They don't know. I mean, I thought I was fucking Barney at 3.
Absolutely.
I thought I was Barney.
Absolutely.
And why? Because I was watching TV. Something as innocent as a kid show you can get sucked into when you are in those impressionable ages between 4 and 16. That's why everybody wanted to be Lil Wayne back then. That's why everybody wants to be Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. That's why everybody wants to be these people on TV because it's a character and they don't even know that it's a character.
And don't get me wrong, it ain't just I don't want him watching men in dresses.
It's anything.
I don't want him watching men who shooting guns.
Yeah.
I don't want him watching people who selling drugs. I don't want him watching none of that. I don't let him have a gun, a toy gun, none of that. I don't want him doing anything that's gonna
jeopardize his innocence.
Nothing, So that's the reason why I don't really care for it.
Yeah. How do you feel about straight men? Because of course someone posted Little Murder. Yeah. I guess that's his character's name, Lamondre or whatever his name is. Yeah. People know. You've watched the show, you know. Right. And they posted, it was like a controversial topic of, this man gotta be down low because he's playing a down low character. Right. How do you feel about that? Straight men playing characters that are down low or that are gay but are straight in real life.
The thing about it is, I personally, I wouldn't, because that's just me. Not saying nothing wrong. It's just me. I wouldn't, but I don't knock somebody for doing it. That's just like I wouldn't rob a bank, or I wouldn't. It's a lot of things I wouldn't do. I wouldn't show a man beating his woman. I wouldn't do none of that. It's just something I wouldn't do. Not saying that, that you're wrong for doing it or you're wrong, you're getting a check. It's just something I wouldn't do. I don't feel no different on Lil Murder or whatever the guy's name is, because I don't feel no different of the guy who's even playing the part, the Uncle Clifford part. I don't feel no different than him. If he is and if he not, that's cool. I mean, you is what you are, who you gonna be. But me personally, that's just something I wouldn't do. But I don't have no problem with it. It ain't. I'm like, that nigga, he gay. I ain't. That ain't me, because I don't feel like that's right to do. I don't have a problem with gay people.
I feel like me personally, it do make me raise an eyebrow. It does. It makes me raise an eyebrow, because where does your morals lie?
Yeah,
where your morals lie?
Absolutely.
Me personally, I would love. I hope that this podcast do take off, and if someone does offer me a part, and there's 3 things I'm not playing. I'm not playing a slave. Right. I'm not playing a crackhead.
Absolutely.
And I'm not playing on any kids TV, because I am a gay woman and I don't want kids to aspire to be like me. I want them to make their own choices. So I won't be playing those parts, especially the kid one.
Absolutely.
If you can throw me enough money, I might play that damn crackhead. But I don't. But those are the 3 things that I'm absolutely not playing. Right. You can't pay me enough money to be a crackhead. You can't pay me enough money to be in a kids movie, even if it's a voiceover. I don't want to, because what is it, Marty on Madagascar? Yeah. They don't even know who Chris Rock is. They just know his voice, and when he talks, then they're like, Marty. Right. And so I don't want any kid to know my voice and then say, oh, that's Shaquoia. And I'm like, oh shit, these kids know me now, and they see that I'm a gay woman, because I know what the agenda is with these TV shows. They're pushing an agenda to push in the Trojan horse to whatever the government wants to do. Right. I don't know what that exactly is. Well, I do know, but hey, I just feel like that's just something that I'm not into. I'm not interested in playing those 3 parts: a slave, a crackhead, and any type of kid movies. I don't think that those are the things that I should play. If you want me to play some gay gangster girlfriend and I go in there and slap you up, cool, whatever, or whatever the soft. I don't care. But those 3 things are my morals, and that's where I do raise an eyebrow, because it's like, how much money convinced you to play a gay part and you're not gay.
Right. Yeah.
What did it take? Was it 50,000?
Right.
Was it 100,000?
Right.
Was it 500,000? What's your spending price? What's your price tag?
Right. Absolutely. I get it. I definitely get it.
And it's kind of leery to me.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. It's just it's leery. But on to the next question, on to the segue. And this is actually a great segue, because do you think that the industry is the industry of black movies are feminizing men in most of these movies?
Oh, yeah.
We hear it with Dave Chappelle, the Dave Chappelle thing, when they had a dress in his dressing room. He came back and he's like, I'm in the wrong damn dressing room. You got a dress in here. And they're like, oh, we got this funny bit. And it's like, no, there is no funny bit. I'm a man. I'm not wearing a dress.
Right. Yeah.
So what do you feel like that as a director and a screenplay?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't ask I wouldn't ask nobody to do something that my morals wouldn't let me do, wouldn't allow me to do. So I wouldn't ask nobody to put a dress on, because I'm not doing it. I wouldn't ask no one to be a slave, like you said, 'cause I'm not doing it. You know, I'm not making no kind of slave movies. I'm not doing no kind of movies where a man has to dress up like a woman, because that's just something that I believe in. You know, nothing wrong with people who do it. I don't have no problem with it. It's something that I wouldn't do personally. So I feel like they are feminine. I mean, it is getting feminine, but you know.
It's getting to the point where this is that funny bit. Right. Why is the man? And then you see it on social media too.
Oh yeah, they doing a lot. I said something today. If I got to put on a dress on to be funny, I don't want to be funny.
Then you're not funny, right? Because you have to put on a dress to do it. Where's just the jokes and the humor? Why why do black men have to put on a dress? And yeah, I might be contradiction, because you know I'm a gay woman. I wear man clothes, whatever, but I'm not overly doing it. I'm not trying to be a man. I'm just a girl that enjoy wearing that.
That's who you are, though. So it's different, because that's who you are. Those people, that's not who you are. So you doing
he has a kid and he's posting his wife like, I'm not gay.
Right. So it's different. I definitely get what you're saying, because I mean, it'd be okay for you to do that, because that's who you embrace. That's who you are. So I mean, you should be well within your right, or well within your comfort zone to do that. But the people who are even not like that, you know, why do Hollywood? Why does that sell? Why does making a mockery, making you look like a girl sell? I mean, why can't you be yourself and sell?
Or why can't they just get someone that's actually in that lifestyle? Right. Just like you just said, I pick the actors based off of their history, so it's not even acting. Right. It's just taking from their past, and it displays on screen. Right. When he says whatever he says in that play, that's really what he said back then when he was a drug dealer. It's not, I have to invoke the spirit to do this scene, because really I'm a suburban kid from a good family or whatever. It's me really pulling from my past and invoking what was there in the past to do this scene. This is really me in '89. This was really me 2 years ago before I went to prison. So why can't they find a down low man, or a man that's struggling with who they want to be, or a bisexual man?
Right, absolutely.
And make him pull from what he's actually doing in life.
Right, absolutely. I definitely get it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And it just goes back to that integrity and that price tag. Right. What is the price tag?
How much did that cost to do that?
Yeah, what did you cost? What did you have to do?
Right.
Because me, I'm not playing no straight part.
Right.
I'm not going off in, because like you said, this is who I am.
Right.
I date women. Right. So I ain't going in there and playing no straight part and in the bed and wearing a dress.
Right. That's not who you are.
Yeah, because that's not who I am, and I don't have a price tag.
Right.
You either set me up for the gay gangster girl that's dating the hot chick, or you don't at all. Right. That's just what it is.
Right. A girl said that to me. She said, I want to be in one of your movies. I got some rules though. For one thing, I ain't putting on no dress. I ain't doing that, and I ain't sleeping with no man. Okay. I mean, that's who you are. I respect that. I ain't got no problem with
and I don't got no fucking screenplay for you, because this is Love and Drugs, the straight set.
Well, you know, it's what it is.
How do you feel about kids in the industry?
Kids?
Yeah.
I mean, they get. I feel like they need some real guidance in their life, some real people, because you know, people do anything for money. You know, they'll take away from the kids, and a lot of the kids who started off small and they end up getting on drugs. They end up going the wrong way because, you know, that money, you know, when you get that money, you just think you can just do whatever. You think it can get you out of whatever, and you end up making mistakes. But I want my kids to grow up first. Let them choose their own way. You know, I wanted my son to play basketball, be an actor, but I want to let him be his own person. You know, just, you know.
How do you feel it? Well, what is his name? Played in Home Alone.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He actually talked about a lot of the things that he went through in the industry, as far as and the two Coreys. He's trying to the two Coreys. What is that? What's the movies that they played in?
Corey.
He done a whole bunch of Corey. I'll look it up later. Yeah. Whatever. But the people that's watching, they should know he's big on the whole pedophilia thing that happened in Hollywood. Yeah, because him and Corey, the other Corey, he ended up dying. I gotta look this up right now because I want to get his name right. But two of the Coreys or whatever, they was talking a lot about the Corey. Got it. One of them is Corey Monteith.
Corey Monteith.
And he did a whole bunch of, nope, that's not it. But whatever, we'll get it together, whatever. But they was talking about a lot of the pedophilia off in the industry and everything that was happening to them when they was on these sets and all of that stuff. And me personally, this is how I feel about child actors. And what was the one little girl that played in The Exorcist?
I don't know her name. Tell me the little white girl. I don't know.
Yeah, well, whatever. You guys can look it up. Yeah. We're not. But yeah, I feel like acting for kids should be banana baby hours. Right, just like any other job. You can't be on the set more than 20 hours a week. Right. I don't think that kids should be playing these roles in industry. I don't like kids playing roles in movies because it takes away from their childhood. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, I want my kid to play basketball. I want my kid. Right. Look at Lil Bow Wow. He played in all them damn movies, rapping and everything. Right. And now he's over there fake pumping on, getting on a jet.
I had a friend. When I did Love and Drugs, I had we had kids and they were cussing. And the guy I let do a part, real close friend of mine. He was like, "Are they cussing in it?" I said, "Man, if you ain't comfortable with him cussing, I'll take it out." He was like, "Man, yeah, because I don't want him thinking that's okay." And it kind of rebuked my spirit because I'm like, I don't want people. I always said I'm not going to do something that I wouldn't allow myself to do or my kids to do, and I did that. And I put cuss words in a movie with kids, and I know I won't want my son cussing. So that's why I would never do something that. I would never write something or want somebody to do something that I wouldn't do. So I wouldn't put those kind of roles for kids in my movies because I don't want them cussing or, having sex or because I'm not going to, I don't want to show that, because that's just not who I am.
Yeah, I feel like a small role would be nice. But, I mean, we see it all the time in Grease. John Travolta, he wasn't no damn high school kid. What was he, like 27 when he played that damn movie? Right. And then Michelle Pfeiffer, she was older than him. She was like 5 years younger than him. Right. And they were playing teenage kids. Right. So you can't tell me that you can't find someone that looks like a kid. I'm 30 years old. And people still think that I'm like 18. Right, but I think it's the clothes I wear. And then I'm 5'3". But whatever. You can find someone that is that looks like that age. Right. You can find someone. Right. I just don't think that kids should be be the stars of movies. Right. And I get it. You're trying to captivate that audience, that younger audience, and kid movies really play. I mean, they really go. You have a kid in the movie, and then all of your kids want to. I want to go see Home Alone. Right. I want to see that because they see another kid. But that's just like what you were saying at first. pimping your damn kid out. You pimping your kid out because how the fuck are they gonna spend $1 million? They're not. They're gonna want a whole bunch of toys, and you're gonna take that and buy a big fucking house
for you. Right.
For you. The kid doesn't want the house. They want Ninja Turtle fucking shoes. Like I just don't understand why people pimp their kids out for these movies, and then allegedly, because I honestly don't think that he did it. Michael Jackson?
I don't believe he did.
Yeah, most of those kids, they go over there down Michael Jackson's house and stuff, and even though I don't think that he did it, but it was alleged that how do you let your kid spend the night over a 30-year-old house?
Right.
How?
So you can blame them for something. That's why you did it, so you can blame him for something.
Just like, how do you not know where your 15-year-old is? With the R. Kelly, with the heart.
Exactly
how do you not know?
You sent her there. You sent her to R. Kelly.
And then, but when you was getting that damn money, it wasn't no problems. R. Kelly wasn't no damn rapist when you was getting that damn money. But as soon as he gets in jail and all of these accusations come up, now we have an R. Kelly story on E.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing with the industry, and that's why I have a big problem with kids in the industry, especially with this whole pedophilia thing coming up. Everybody's a victim now. You got the Me Too movement. You got kids. It's a bunch of stuff going on, and the only way that I can see eradicating that situation is don't put your damn kids in movies.
Don't put your kids in it.
Unless you're going to be the manager and you're going to be there 100% of the time, don't put your damn kid in a movie. You know those are wolves out there. Absolutely. Your kids is a sheep.
Right.
Absolutely. And you're sending them to the wolves.
Right.
You see the red shoes? You know what that means?
Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. But what are some of your morals when it comes down to directing and writing a play for a movie, a script for a movie? Excuse me.
My morals is no, I'm not doing no raping. I'm not doing no raping. I'm not doing no beating. I ain't gonna say I'm not doing no. I know 11 drugs one he hit his wife, but I'm not doing no. Definitely not doing no pedophilia. Definitely not showing that. Not showing that it's okay. That's what I'll put. I will show that people who, because I got a story called Chains about a young boy who got raped when he was little, but I'm not showing that it's okay to do that. I'm not putting on no dress, and I'm not letting my son or my kids be, shooting. Well, my son shot a gun. Damn. I'm not putting them in a situation that I wouldn't do. I'm not writing no man gay role. I'm not wanting 2 men a kiss, and I'm not doing it because that's just not something I would want to see. So I wouldn't write that. I would write a gay role. It's actually a gay role in Love and Drugs 2. He's a gay guy, but he's not.
Damn, missed it by. Yeah. Just missed it by a damn long shot.
But I wouldn't write them kissing or doing something like that. So that's really.
It's the man that you
Is he
put up for. Yes, he gay.
Yeah.
See, there you go, folks. Yeah. That's what you do. Yeah. You just go out and go find real gay people. Yeah. So it's pulling from their actual experience and not making someone into what they're not, so that they have to answer to it later.
Right. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, with the shift of the black society, we don't want to see slave movies no more. We don't want to see shoot 'em up movies. We don't want to see Boys in the Hood no more. Do you think that Love and Drugs, even with the 10% that you said, do you think that Love and Drugs 2 is something that takes back from that movement?
You know what? No, because it's not. Everything is for a reason. Like, Love and Drugs is a love story. It's not even it's not a drug movie at all. It's a love story. They just happen to be drug dealers. Like, you see drugs in the movie one time, the whole time. You see a thing of cocaine.
A thing of flour.
Yeah, that's it.
Flour in the bag.
One time. You see it one time in the movie. That's it. The actual movie is an actual love story. It ain't. I'm not showing. I do have strippers. Got a stripper scene in there. I got that. I got.
Then you'll love P Valley. Plenty of strippers in there.
It is. I don't want to.
Mississippi.
I don't want.
Shout out to Mississippi. She's beautiful.
I couldn't get in. I just couldn't get into. I couldn't get into. People saying that I should watch it, and I might go back and watch it. I just got to make sure.
I haven't watched it either. Don't feel bad. No, I haven't. No.
Because people saying it's real good, and I don't doubt it is. I just got to make sure I'm by myself and make sure nobody, my son can't want to come in. And
I would say watch it for yourself,
right,
and gain your own opinion about it.
Right.
But the moment that you start feeling iffy about it,
right,
just go ahead and turn it off. Right. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna start watching it tonight. Yeah. And see what the hype's about.
Right.
But back to your point.
What were we saying? What were we saying?
We were talking about just some of your morals.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I'm just not doing no pedophilia. I'm not doing no kind of stuff like that, man. No kind of showing. I'm not putting on no dress neither. That's pretty much it.
So, do you believe in the conspiracy theory of they show you what's really happening in the movies and news is fake?
Actually, yeah. Sometimes I know some people watch too much TV though. You know what I mean? Some of these movies, these hood movies, they be like, that's not how stuff go. People are not. Y'all been watching Law and Order. Y'all been watching too much TV because y'all think people really are kidnapping people or people.
Dude, that's really going on.
Yeah, but it's not. It is.
That's really going on.
It's not going on to where. I don't know, man. It's just I wouldn't. I've never wrote nothing like that. Somebody kidnapped nobody, or I'm not gonna say kidnap because kidnapping is right, but I'm not writing something where you got a dude got guns on the roof, or he got, just being corny, because that's just not me, I write stuff that's, first of all, if I do a drug movie, it's gonna be based on something else, the drugs is gonna be incorporated in it, just like Love and Drugs is even the movie, we about to do a movie called Heavy, guy's a drug dealer, but it's a love story.
Yeah,
it's about a guy who fell in love with a woman, a woman who fell in love with a man that she said she would never date because he was a drug dealer. Yeah. So it's actually just a love story. So that's me. But
that stuff was really going on.
Right.
Like, what is the movie? They Live. It's a really old movie. I forget who it has in it, but it shows him with the glasses on, and he sees what people are really like, kind of like demonic type of spirits. And then he takes the glasses off and he sees them as normal.
Really?
Yeah. And then, 2012, all of those end of the world movies.
Yeah.
Is that stuff not going on right now?
Right.
Is the weather not being... is the weather not to the point where we don't even know if it's spring or fall or summer? I mean, Texas has always been like that.
Right.
Just hot or cold. No spring, no fall, just hot or cold.
Right.
But is the world not on fire right now, and tsunamis and hurricanes and everything? And that's one of the biggest conspiracies, is that the news is fake.
Yeah.
And what the movies show you is really real. Black Mirror is another good one.
Black Mirror. It's a movie?
No, it's not a movie. It's a TV series on Netflix.
Okay, I'm sure.
That's a really good one. It's in the sci-fi section of things. I
like sci-fi.
Yeah, it's really good. I love and Alter Corbin.
Arthur Corbin.
Yeah, that's another good one. I really love that one. They kind of lost me because they took too long to. It's something about a movie where they take too long to do the sequel, and then you're just like, okay. Bye.
I'm done with it.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm off you.
Right.
But yeah, Black Mirror.
Check it out.
That's a good one right there. It tells you what, and I've always said this about the future, that they're gonna have like some crazy ass type of way that we're not gonna need these anymore.
Oh yeah,
not gonna need these anymore. And lo and behold, in that movie, in that series, you got contact lenses. And
Really?
you can pull up the internet by just the swip of your finger. Yes. And it's crazy that happened because Michio Kaku, he's one of the teachers at Harvard or some school like that, some big time engineering school or whatever for science or whatever. And he does all of these type of meetings or whatever. Right. He's telling people how the world is going to be, how 2050 is going to be. And he keeps saying that. I just bailed out of that word. I was just like, I can't say it really right. I just can't even. Yeah, I just bailed the fuck out right out of that damn word.
Especially when I'm writing something. If I say I can't spell it, fuck it.
Man, I just fuck that. I just bailed the fuck out of that word. But it's this damn Jim Beam is getting hot up in here. But no, okay. So he keeps saying like, oh, this is gonna be this and it's gonna be like that. You're gonna be able to pull up, the internet right on your wall, and it's gonna be. And all of that stuff is happening in Black Mirror.
Right. I'm going to check that out. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, you're saying all of this is going to happen by 2050.
Yeah.
But I think it's already here.
Right.
And I just find that very interesting that most of the things that happens in movies, go back and watch some of them damn old-ass movies.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then look at today's climate. And you'll see that, oh, snap, they wasn't too far off.
Right.
But I think it's just desensitizing us for what's to come.
You're right.
CIA, Hollywood is in CIA. I mean, the CIA has an office in Hollywood.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, look it up on your phone.
Damn.
The CIA has an office in Hollywood, and they say, oh, it's because if anybody has any questions or want to do a movie about CIA, then we're here to help.
Nah.
What is the Central Intelligence Agency doing in Hollywood?
That's weird.
And you know what's weird about even further about that is that the Central Intelligence Agency is in Hollywood. Okay, life, and you hear it all the time, life is a movie. Life is like a movie. This is like a movie. It's not 2020 like a movie. Does this not feel like Jumanji?
2020 has been a fool.
Please roll the dice again. Yeah. It feels like Jumanji, bro. It feels like Jumanji.
2020 been a mess, man.
Yeah, and it just everything seems like a movie. You have California burning.
Right.
a forest burnt to the ground. Have you ever tried to light a blade of grass on fire?
Right.
It doesn't. You have to continuously. So how did a whole fucking forest burn down?
Wow, yeah.
That's full of water.
You're right.
I just feel like all of this stuff. I am a conspiracy theorist. I do love to look into this stuff. And I do kind of fall. I'm kind of like what you said. You watch too much TV, man. But I don't. I don't watch TV at all.
Right.
I don't. I like to read books and I like to podcast and I like to listen to podcasts. That's what I do. I very seldom listen to music. I haven't watched TV in over a year and a half.
Really?
Like, yeah, like actually just sitting down, binge watching something. If somebody gives, I'll probably last for P-Valley for like 2 episodes.
Right, yeah.
I probably won't even last 2 episodes because I don't watch TV. It does not stimulate my mind the way that I want it to.
Right, I get it.
But plays and stuff like that, but that's visual. That's actual people that I can see. This isn't some character. Yes, a character.
Right.
But I can see the character. I know that's a real person.
Right.
They're doing that. On TV, you don't know who the fuck those people are. It might be fucking CGI for all you know. Those people might not even really be there.
Right.
But whatever. I just want to know like a screenwriter and a director's concept of that. The whole theory about you guys writing stuff for the future and desensitize them. Right. Do you feel like people desensitize us?
I feel like they do, but I've never done it. You know, that's not really none that's sparked my interest. You know, I'm not that smart of a person to even try to even write something that's in the future because I barely know what's going on right now.
I feel you. You just fill your whole day up with things to do for your benefit of what your plays and your movies and stuff.
I just don't even know stuff about the government. I don't have a clue. You know, I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. So I just write about stuff that I can relate to or something that I know personally or experience that I've been in personally. I I wouldn't write about the future because I don't know. I wouldn't know what I'm talking about. It'll be whack. Like,
Man, Tesla's the new Jetsons.
what?
You know it is. You know that dude's gonna come out with a flying car soon.
Oh, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, have you driven one?
I heard about it though.
Yeah, I just drove one.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty smooth.
Really? So
Yeah, they're
what
super
is it?
smooth.
Like you drive with no hands. What do you?
You can. I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't trust a car driving me around.
Right,
I
yeah.
don't trust it. Someone made a great bit about it, saying that this car was made for girls because, you know, like we always do a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Put on our makeup, do this, do that, over there. Oh, slept the kids in the back, all that shit. Like, they say that car was made for a girl, but it dances.
Really?
Yeah, you can put it on dance mode and then dance to like a crunk ass version of
Really?
a Christmas song. Yeah, make it dance, all that shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Tiffany Haddish has a Tesla. She made a dance at the comedy
Really?
store. Yeah,
I'm gonna YouTube it. I didn't
yeah,
know that.
you should. Man, I appreciate you coming here. I
Anytime.
appreciate you doing what you do. Give out all of your social media handles and any type of upcoming plays or movies that you have coming up so that the audience can know. And it will also be in my description.
Okay. You can reach me on Facebook at Demarcus Bailey or Instagram. I am Demarcus Bailey. Coming up, we got Love and Drugs 2 coming out in December. Y'all can check that out on Amazon, Tubi, Roku, everywhere. You can go check out I'm on Love and Drugs 1 right now. You need to watch Love and Drugs 1 before you see Love and Drugs 2 so you can get caught up on everything. It's out right now on Amazon, Tubi. It's free on Tubi, Amazon Prime. It's on Hulu. It's on Urban Flicks. It's on a lot of stuff. Just Google Love and Drugs and you'll find it. It'll pop up. We got the movie Heavy. We'll start filming in November, written by a girl named Tiara Stacks. Directing it. Then I'm actually starting my own film company. In 2021, we're going to be doing our first movie, Switched, written by myself and my friend Derek, created by my brother Corey Espy. Then we're going to be doing How to Love, a movie, a play that I did, turned into a movie called How to Love, and then we're going to do one of my projects for my friend Derek. So we booked. 2021 is already full.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. And you can also follow me at Instagram, Crowder_the_great, Facebook, and Hour with Crowder, my page, and any type of other social medias. And we are out. Thank you, Demarcus.
Thank y'all so much.